have some magic spiritual gift that you guys don't all have. That's not the case. The truth is you guys can all do what I do. I'm literally just a normal guy who does construction work. I'm not some guru spiritual guy who like meditates every night and has to do years and years of like kumbaya to make sure that I can get these messages from spirit.
Because there's something about passing out jewelry.
Yeah, I know exactly what that is. Yeah.
Does that mean that the closer I get to the event, that the fear's not there? Hell no.
Spot on. Like, he's the real deal.
Because I have to have enough ego to get up here in front of all of you. I have to have enough ego to want to do this kind of work.
But all those things came through and he was just like, boom, 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 you know.
But the minute I let my ego go too far and it gets too big and I start taking credit for this work, then spirit takes this away from me. All of a sudden the messages aren't accurate. All of a sudden I can't do this work. All of a sudden I'm not good enough. I have to keep my ego the right size. I have to keep it middle size. I call it medium-sized ego. Everybody, welcome to this. Where are we at?
Santa Clara.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Santa Clara. This is the gallery room. We're just checking it out, getting ready for our gallery talk today. So. And the whole point of this is that I have to keep my ego middle sized in order to do this work. In order for spirit to use me to share this gift, I'll call it a gift. The truth is that I've learned my own ego. I've learned myself. I've learned the voices that I hear. And I know my voices in my head. So when spirit gives me something, I can recognize the difference. As I read you, I will probably walk you through some of the process. So the first part of this process for me is my ego looks around the room and says, ooh, don't read that guy. Ooh, don't read her. She's too young. She don't have any dead people. Like, right? So that's my ego. So that my process for this is I'm just going to get drawn around the room. I feel myself coming this direction. I feel myself right over here. I'm not even going to look yet because I'm going to let spirit lead me without me looking. See, if I don't look, then I don't let my ego get in the way. And then I can come right to you. Can I come to you for a minute? Can you hold that for me? Talking to it?
Hello.
Hi. So I have male energy that comes in for you. So I do have an older male that comes in. So again, I do have an older male that comes in, and then I also have a female energy that comes in. So they came in together, but they did not hold hands. So they weren't like together. So they come in separately, but together. If that makes any sense, I don't know, but that's the way it comes. I do have someone here who's been gone for a really long time, or you were not close with them because they came in and then they backed up. So that's just a feeling of distance. So there's some kind of distance between the two of you, or a distance. So let me just keep going. Okay, so this is why I go in my mind and I'm like, okay, give me something that I can give her, right? It's like, give me something. And I'm seeing dancing. So I don't know why I'm seeing dancing, but I'm seeing dancing. So now I got to talk about dancing. So this is the deal I've made with spirit. You're going to give me something crazy in my head that doesn't fit me, and then I'm going to start talking about it in front of a room full of people until I can get the rest of the message. Okay, so now I know to talk about dancing to you. So somebody's dancing, but it's not like professional dancing. It's not like, hey, we were dancers. It's like awkward dancing. So someone's showing me like awkward dancing. Got chills all over. So if I tell you I got chills, that just spirit said, yep, you got it right. Okay, that's what chills is. So someone bring, and do you know Elaine? You ever seen Elaine dance? Like the Elaine dance, awkward, really weird. So when I said awkward dance and you laughed, I saw this Elaine thing. So I don't know. So again, I got this feeling someone wants to talk about awkward dancing, or that they were awkward, or they're making fun of you. I'm not sure.
Fun of me.
Okay. Okay. I thought so. I just was trying not to call you out.
No, it's okay.
But there's also like a wedding involved with this, or talking about it awkward. So I saw like awkward dancing at a wedding. Doesn't mean it's a wedding. It just means like they're saying an event like that where they're making fun of you for doing some kind of, so being an awkward dancer. Okay. Do you have a grandma energy on mom's side that's passed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I felt like I was on mom's side of the family, and I feel like I was talking to a grandma on mom's side of the family.
Great grandma.
Okay, yeah, again. So see, another way this works is I tried to say grandma at first. I tried to say, do you have a grandma? And what I said was a grandmother on mom's side. Like the way it came out of my mouth was important. Like they slip it in. I start to talk, and they slip the right words in. Like I was going to say it wrong, and they slipped it in right. Whenever that happens to me, that's usually accurate. Like 90% of the time, they're slipping. If I go to say something and something else slips in, that's accurate. But she stands in a grandma role for you. So she stands at a grandma role. So again, you say great grandma, but it doesn't matter. That's how it feels to me. She feels like grandma. You understand that? Mm-hmm. And there's a separation somewhere else in your family. So there's talk about like there's separation where you don't talk to somebody in your family. So there's a part of your family that's separate. Mm-hmm. This is not it.
That's not it.
There is not it. So again, so just by seeing the closeness you have with her, she also made me feel like there was separation somewhere in your family. So that means you've built a separation of some kind. And again, now I see my symbol for break, which break means like a breakup or somewhere in the family where there's been a break where it's created this separation. Do you understand that?
I understand it.
Okay. So then I get this symbol of juggling. Okay, when I see you juggling, it means you've got a lot of things you're juggling. Okay, but when I see it, I feel like you're doing it like a pro. Yeah. So there's, again, so this is a symbol, but the symbol has a feeling, right? I'm an empath. I get my information by feel mostly. So when I see the symbol in my head of her juggling, I'm not just seeing, oh, juggling. I'm seeing, like I feel that you were like handling this like a pro, okay? So that's what I want to say, like a pro. Like you're juggling all this crazy stuff's going on, but you were handling it. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of, and so spirit is like, and I got chills all over, so that's just a big strong yes that spirit wants to let you know that you're handling this like a pro, and things are about to get a lot easier for you.
Thank God.
Because you do have one of these like major things that you're doing is about to smooth out. So there's a smoothing out that's about to happen. Not go away, but smooth out, okay? And I feel like you're dealing with somebody else's drama. You got like somebody else around you, there's like this huge drama issue or something, and you're like stuck dead in the middle of it somehow, or you're somehow in the middle of it. So it could be family, because that's usually what that means, but I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point. But there's some kind of drama that you're stuck in, and you can't really get out of it, but it's going to smooth out. It's going to smooth out. There's a smoothing out of all this stuff that's going on. Okay, that's all I got for you.
Okay, so how was your experience in the gallery today?
Paramount. I'm not gonna lie, I am skeptical. He hit spot on. I wish I would have elaborated more, but I think that's my journey. Mm-hmm. It opened up the door for a lot of things, and there was something in my head before it even started. The two people, and both of those people.
All right, well, welcome here.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming and doing a follow-up reading with me. I appreciate it. Okay, so I feel like I had a female energy that started talking immediately, but I wasn't 100% sure because I feel like I have a male also, but or we want to talk about a male. So I may have a female who's saying I want to talk about a male. Now I'm doing this, which is my symbol for break. So maybe there's a break they want to talk about. Do you have a yeah, so I'm seeing some past stuff for you, some breaks that they want to talk about. Now I'm saying breaks. So another way this works is I didn't mean to say breaks. I meant to say break, and they said breaks, like plural. So again, they're making me feel like breaks to me are like relationships that ended. Yeah. Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. So they're bringing up like several of these, and they look similar. So when I say that, they like it's repeated things, repeated events, repeated breaks. You have a grandma that's passed? Mm-hmm. You have two grandmas that's passed? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because when I said one, I saw two. So I'm like, which side's it on? And then I saw both.
I have three.
Were you close with one of them more than the others? Because I got one who comes in really close.
Yeah.
And she's the one who's talking. Okay.
She was talking
She's the one
last
who's-
time too.
Oh, she was?
That's
Okay.
who I think.
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
talking
I don't
to.
remember all that, so,
Okay,
but
okay.
just know, like, she comes in and I feel lots of love, so I know you were close to her. Now, is she the one who got sick before she passed? Or needed oxygen?
The last memory I have her, I was listening to her lungs and I could hear the fluid in her lungs. I don't remember that she was on oxygen. I just remember the sound.
That's okay, yeah. It's a way for them to talk about while they were passing. So when they show me oxygen tube, it means they want me to talk about when they were sick before they passed. And they want to talk about that. And that's what they want to highlight. And so that's what it means. If you say no to that, then that just means oxygen. And she says you were there
I was there.
when she passed.
Um,
So that's
Yeah.
my symbol when they say it like that. It means you're going to tell me like you weren't there at the last moment.
mm-hmm.
But she's and got chills all over. So this is really strong. So see how I said were there? Like I'm convincing you were there, even though you're going to say to me that you weren't there at the last moment. That's the way that when they do it like that, that's so that you know it was good enough. Do you understand? You were there enough. You were there. She knows what you said. She knows how you were talking. She knows that you were there for her. Yeah, you were there for her, she said. She says to tell you you're not lost. You're not lost. You're not lost. So there's this feeling of like you thought you were lost or didn't know where to go or don't know what to do. And she says to tell her she's not lost. What was that grandma's name?
Margaret. But I called her Lodo Grandma.
Okay. Has she shivered herself to you since you've been passed? Or do you know that she's around you a lot?
I didn't know it was her,
Okay.
but it makes sense.
Okay. Now, do you have her eyes? Or why would she show me like her eyes only? Her eyes only. That was weird. So again, I saw her just like her eyes floating, which is really weird.
So when I was little, she used to do this thing where she would get like close like this.
Perfect. What a great memory. What a great way to give you that memory that you remembered how fun it was. And that's what they do.
Love.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't mean to say it, but you heard me say her eyes only. Like I just saw just her eyes. That's crazy. That was a good one. She just said, Jared, she just wants true love so badly. She's willing to do anything. Like she's just willing. She's like, why is it so hard? It shouldn't be so hard.
Good question.
You said you moved away. Did you move away for work or did you move away for, is that why you moved away from the family?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you didn't tell me that. That is what they show me. Was there another reason why you moved away?
Sort of, yeah.
Because they say yes, but they also say eh.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that relationship related?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so. And are you still in that relationship?
No, but I feel him very strongly. Like I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
You're not stuck. She already told you you're not stuck. He's still alive?
He's still alive.
Again, now I'm hearing it over and over again. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. And again, this feels like affirmation, like you need to be telling yourself this. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And so, and that's where the break relationship is,
That is.
right? Are you guys broke?
Yeah.
Okay. You seem like you don't know.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not very black and white
Okay.
as far as, well,
So let me ask you this. Have you been in this situation before?
yeah, with him.
Okay. So multiple times. So I'm seeing, remember I said I saw multiple
Yeah.
breaks? Okay. She says, I would tell her to wash her hands, but she's done it before. Smoke and mirrors. Ugh.
What does that mean, smoke and mirrors?
I don't know, but it was strong. Smoke and mirrors. He's all smoke and mirrors. He's all smoke and mirrors. Like a magician. Shows you smoke and mirrors. Look in the mirror. And then the smoke goes, and then what you think you're seeing isn't what you're seeing. That's smoke and mirrors. And that was the strongest thing I've gotten yet. Okay? So that's not good. That's not good.
Can I ask a question?
Not yet, because it's better if I get all this stuff before you tell me anything. Because, again, I'm not knowing anything about him, and I'm getting you all this stuff. It means more. It means more to me. Because once you tell me something, then I can't unhear that, and then I don't want to tell you bad stuff, right? Like, I don't want to, I'm a human. I don't want to tell people bad stuff. So if I can get it first before I know it's bad, then I trust that, right? That's not my ego. So let me just see. I feel like I got a couple more things I want to make sure I got this right. Is there gambling with him? Because I have a symbol where they throw dice, okay? Does that mean something to you? Okay. Because that's why I asked gambling. Yeah, now I got chills. Whatever you're thinking, I got chills all over. So.
Should I tell you?
Yeah, tell me now.
I rolled the dice with him.
Yeah.
I took a chance.
I'm seeing you putting up a shield. Like, I feel like you need to protect yourself. I don't feel like this is good. And I feel like you already know this. I don't know why you should already know this. But you're blinded. You're blinded. But smoke and mirrors is not good. It means he's not telling you the truth. He's not showing you the truth. Now, there could be a lot of reasons for that. But,
yeah. You know.
So I keep seeing him hiding. So he's hiding from you. So again, I got that before you told me all that stuff. Like, I kept seeing him hiding. So I didn't know if he was hiding something or if he's hiding from you. But I just got that. Now that you tell me all that, I feel he's hiding from you. But I did get this feeling of, like, after the smoke and mirrors is that he's hiding something from you. Sorry, I can't stop seeing your heart. Like your grandma, she's saying that her heart is just, she's like trying to pull it out of your chest and like crumple it up. I keep seeing like because it's like you're just following, you think you're following your heart. You think you're following your heart, and you are, but your heart's wrong. Like, that's what it feels like. And you can't handle, like, just to even tell you that, I feel awful, because it's like you can't handle to be told that.
I need
like,
to be told. Tell me the truth.
Yeah, oh, I do. Trust me. Because it's not me. Like, if it's me, you'd be in all kinds of trouble. She just keeps saying, you're not stuck. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. So again, this is like you putting yourself in this position. Like, this has got to be. This has got to be. You keep making this like it's got to be.
He's been addicted to fentanyl for years.
Ah, okay.
And
so he's just addicted. He's got addiction. So that's where this is at. And so again, that's the why, right? So remember, I kept going there, keep wanting me to go, why is he hiding? What is he hiding from? What is, again. Mm-hmm. So that explains it to me. Like, oh, he's fucking he's in addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the hiding. I already know.
Well, there's something that he's hiding from before that. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter at that point. Like, he's, now you're dealing with the addiction. That's all you're dealing with. Is he a rehabber? Has he been in rehab before?
Yeah.
Multiple times?
Mm-hmm.
Because when I didn't mean to say rehabber. That means more than once to me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if he's ever going to get clean is what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to have them tell me, like, hey, because they'll tell me. Mm-hmm. But they're not, it's not looking good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it doesn't.
For his sake, outside of me, that's.
I know, and
oh, no.
it feels very. Tragic.
No.
Yeah, he's on a downward path. So I don't know how he's doing right this second, but I don't get a good feeling. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't get a good feeling at all.
What about in another life?
Do you know if there was sexual abuse for him when he was younger? Okay. Because they're showing me the why now. But you can't save him. You can't fix him. See, that's the problem. You want to save him. And you already know. You already know this path he's on. You already know what's going to happen. You've already seen it. You already know exactly what's going to happen. And there's nothing you can do.
What about his mom?
She's going to be okay.
She's gonna be okay.
I think so. That's what I heard. When you said mom, I heard she's going to be okay. I mean, okay is like not great, but she's not going to be, she doesn't have his fate. But you've got this bleeding heart, and I understand you're connected to him, like you feel like you're connected to him on
Soul level.
When you say soulmate, well, you said multiple lifetimes, so I'm assuming you're a soulmate connection with him. I'm assuming that by what you said, right? Not because I got it, but because I'm assuming what you said. But sometimes there's nothing you can do, and this is one of those cases. And you actually need to kind of make sure you're away at the right times and around at the right times, and you need to work on that. So I don't know, do you have good boundaries with him? Like if he's using, are you around him?
Every time he's using, I go get him. I go down to hell and get him and bring him out. And that's been my role.
Yeah. And so when that doesn't work, you're going to blame yourself. You're going to be like, why wasn't I there? I should have done that. Where was I? And you're going to blame yourself. And that's the bad part. But you can't blame yourself. You have nothing to do with this. And you can't save everybody. You can't. I mean, there's a point where we make this worse, right? We enable people.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming. I'm not saying you do that, but you're borderline. There's borderline enabling going on.
Oh yeah.
Do you understand? And he's
yeah.
got a lot of that going on around him. So it's like,
Yeah, he has a lot of that going. Yeah, and that's, I think, we're the problem too.
yeah.
But that's whenever we stopped is when I created the boundary, and it was fucking hell.
But again, you've got to separate yourself from your heart here and see this from a distance. See it from somebody else's eyes. You understand? You got to stop feeling this with your heart, because you're too in there. You're too close. You need to crumple that thing up, throw it away. According to Grandma, she's like. And I wish I had better news for you, but it just doesn't feel good at all. It doesn't feel good. Has he been doing this for, I don't know how long you said, but has it been like 10 years? Is there a 10-year mark?
For the fentanyl, at least. I mean, it's been years. Let me think.
It's okay. It's not super important.
Yeah.
But there's some like over 10 years. It feels long. Where's the birthday?
He just had a birthday.
Okay, I thought that.
Yeah.
Is he also drinking? Because I feel like we're mixing.
Yeah, he gets violent when he drinks. And
How long have you been traveling?
for nursing, I'd say since 2020, whenever it was like peak pandemic. So 2020, yeah, I guess. 4 years now.
So 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you planning on doing that for a couple more years?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do they say? What?
I got 5 to 7. So
Holy shit.
you're on 4 now.
5 to 7.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So that grandma energy just came back around, put both hands on your shoulders. So again, both hands means they're willing to be here and help you. You just gotta talk to them and
Channel
be like,
it.
Just ask for their help and they're there anytime. That's what they said.
Tell me about any of the loved ones that came through.
My grandma came in strong, and I didn't. That's a resource that I'm going to use for the rest of my life. She's the strongest person that I knew. No, she's like the matriarch, like notorious. Her life was like crazy, and she still maintained love and the importance of not fighting with your family, fighting for them.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's stuck with all of us. It's been like decades now. And channeling her strength, especially now, because I'm going to need it.
Okay. What detail made you know it was your grandma?
I knew before, but
Right.
it's not her eyes, it's the motion of like what this little practice that she did with all of us is like she would go like this and like moving close and like our faces together like this.
Aww.
And that's how I was like, her eyes, I don't have her eyes. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
That's cute.
That's like a core memory. Direction, being like, hey, this is what it is. And yeah, I know, and I am working on trusting my intuition, but sometimes you have to just hear it in a way that's like you can't look away anymore.
Yeah.
You can't avoid it.
Thank you for joining me for this episode of Medium Sized Ego. My hope in sharing with you my process and how I get messages from Spirit and how I share them with other people is so that you can all see that this is obtainable. This is not some magic special gift that only the select few have. That's just not the case. Anybody can do what I do, as long as you keep your ego right-sized and practice. So my hope with sharing this with you is that you heard, saw, or felt something today that opens your mind, opens your heart just a little bit to allow Spirit to work its way in and maybe just for a moment make you believe. But don't trust me. I would never ask you to believe me. Believe your guides. Believe your loved ones. Believe Spirit, because they are working with you every day. They are giving you messages every day. All those times when you get warned that something bad's about to happen, all those times you think of somebody just before they call, all those times that you get that thought, that's not you. That's not dumb luck. That is Spirit.